Canton Network's token, CC, has taken a massive tumble after the founders actually come out and said that it's kind of disheartening to see the price of the token remain stagnant despite everything that's going on for that ecosystem. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be taking an honest look into Canton, into the tokenomics, and kind of figure out what has been going on. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ro. I talk about crypto every single day here on this channel. If you guys are new and you love crypto, stay until the end of this video. If you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button. Canton Network has been a project that we've been talking about a really long time here on this channel, and it is one that I hold personally as well. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into today's video. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at the market, okay? The tailwinds of the crypto market isn't the greatest right now for any crypto project to kind of have that environment or that ecosystem to rally in, right? Everything has been moving stagnant, and the fact that CC token is holding up well, even though it's not pumping despite everything, all the bullish factors that are going on, all the trillions of dollars is being moved on the Canton network, despite all of that, yes, I understand that Canton Network is not pumping, but guys, you need to understand, look at the macro picture of crypto right now. A lot of cryptos are dumping. A lot of your favorite altcoins are dumping. There aren't many cryptos right now in a month that are up right now. Very few, select few, right? But 97%, 98%, 99% of all crypto in the past month is down. So what makes you think that Canton Network or CC token is going to be the exception, right? It just isn't going to be the case. And because of some pretty bearish news that we had come out recently, the token has taking a tumble from a market cap of 5.6 billion all the way down to 4.86. Now, granted, since then it has made a little bit of a recovery, has kind of stabilized itself, but we literally dipped lower than the lows in February. Now, this is a project that hasn't been around for too long, right? November 2025 hasn't had a previous bull run, right? Because the peak for the previous bull run was October. This came out literally towards the end of that. This came out in November. Right now, if we take a look, from the area that we were trading at, this thing dumped from 0.15 down 18% to the prices of 0.12, and this is a level that we have not seen since about the beginning of this year. Now, granted, since then we have pulled back a little bit, had a little bit of a recovery, a big green candle towards the upside of about 9%, which is something that you love to see. Now, the reason for that is what we are going to take a look at today, which again, guys, is a little bit disheartening when you hear the founder himself come out and say it, but let's take a look, okay? So let's read this over here. Canton CEO defends a token that won't budge. Canton Network's CC token trades near 0.13 despite processing roughly $9 trillion in monthly monthly volume and capturing 42% of all tracked blockchain fee revenue in Q1 2026. Co-founder Yuval Rus calls the price painful, but stands by the network's utility-first tokenomics. So here we go. Canton captured 42% of all blockchain fees in Q1 2026. The chain generated $193 million of the $457 million total fees across 21 blockchains that Missouri tracked. According to its Q1 2026 State of Blockchains reports, on a more recent 30-day snapshot, the DeFi Llama fee tracking dashboard logged Canton's total as 60 million compared to 27.6 for TON and 11.3 for Ethereum over the same window. Now, the co-founder Yuval Rus and CEO of Digital Asset has acknowledged the disconnect publicly, calling the price painful while arguing that the underlying thesis remains intact. Over 9% of supply has been burned since inception, and the team points to real usage as the engine of long-term value rather than speculative demand. Canton's tokenomics were designed to sidestep pitfalls seen in earlier networks with no pre-mine and no VC allocations. Under a burn and mint equilibrium model, usage fees are burned and new coins are minted based on participation. Keeping supply responsive to demand and trying to value network usage, CC is used to pay application infrastructure fees on the global synchronizer as well as the incentive and reward network stakeholders. Critics are less convinced, okay? This is what the argument is. The core bear argument is that Canton can be valuable infrastructure without the token, right? Without CC being a valuable token. Institutions may use the network without creating proportional CC demand, and high transaction volume does not automatically translate into token appreciation. If fees are burned and rewards are minted at similar rates, one on-chain analyst concluded that a network appears structurally designed to keep its native token flat, even as institutions pile into the equity of the company behind it. So let's take a look at another post here that could kind of give you a better idea. So Canton token is dumping. It's one of the leading chains in the tokenization industry, 360 billion in asset value. 52 million in fees earned in the last 30 days. Even with these strong fundamentals, why is it down 33% or 35% from its all-time high? Well, despite the fact that we are in a bear market, right? This is one of, like, obviously we're going to be down. We're in a bear market. It's not because the token isn't needed for the protocol. That's not the reason. It's because we're in a bear market. Canton charges fees on transaction. Those fees are used to buy back and burn the CC token. But here's the main issue. Fees are not enough to cover CC's inflation, which is even bigger. Every day, 21 million new CC are burned on the chain. That's 20% annualized inflation. As of today, the chain earns only 1.73 million in daily fees. That burns 13 million CC a day, so the buyback and burn doesn't cover all the inflation. Result: 8 million net new tokens hitting circulation every day, which means more sellers force CC. What is even more interesting is who pays the fees on Canton and how. This chain has mainly one big client, Broadridge, plus smaller participants moving smaller balances. The interesting part is that Broadridge, with its 360 billion on-chain, is paying zero fees for it, as activity stays inside its private subnet. Fees on Canton are only paid when assets move through the global synchronizer, and Broadridge doesn't need it. Now, let's take a look at the tokenomics. Cantonomics. Canton coin is earned. The usual tokenomics instinct is to look for the launch allocation. Who had supply reserve before the network did anything? For Canton coin, the chart is not where the story really starts. Let's take a look at this over here. The team had 20%, investors had 36%, the foundation had 20%. Canton coin is earned. Let's keep going, guys. A launch allocation is a day one map. It tells you how supply was carved up at the beginning. Insiders, investors, treasury, ecosystem buckets, unlocks. That model is all about ownership being assigned before the network has produced much. Canton coin starts from the other side of the timeline. CC enters circulation through protocol rewards as the network operates. The supply is built forward through the reward process instead of being released from a pre-filled Genesis allocation. So instead of the whole pre-mine and allocation, VC allocation, that is not what Canton Network did. That is why the better visual for Canton is not a pie chart, it's a curve. A pie chart shows who had a slice on day one, which is not what Canton did. A curve chart shows circulating supply being created over time. Canton coin belongs on the curve. Number 5, it is earned is not a slogan. It means newly circulating CC comes through the network reward process. Their exact reward rolls and splits deserve their own episode. For now, the important part is simpler. CC enters through the system operating. This also changes how Canton supply should be read. A normal unlock chart asks, what already exists and when does it become liquid? Canton asks a different question. What has the network produced through rewards so far? Episode 3 is the supply origin chain. Canton coin is earned because circulating CC comes from protocol rewards. Next, we'll go into the timing layer behind those reward rounds. Now, I'm not too worried about Canton Network and the future of it, guys. The main reason the price isn't pumping like we'd expect or as we'd like to see isn't because institutions aren't buying the token. Obviously, guys, institutions are using Canton Network's protocol to move funds, but that doesn't mean that your average retail investor isn't going to buy into CC token or that institutions won't buy into CC token. It's just the fact that we are in a bear market right now, so interest isn't exactly there. And I hope you guys do understand this is not financial advice. As long as I'm here and I'm telling you guys all this information, it's just entertainment and education only. Now, with that being said, if you guys do want to be a part of my private Discord group, click the link down below and I'll see you guys inside of there. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Take care, y'all, and peace out.